Welcome in.
We're here.
Another season. Browns halftime.
Boy,
live.
this is a great way to start the show. Go, this is your show. Run it.
This is my show.
Camryn
Okay,
Justice.
no, it's John Doss here. The Browns halftime live. Not a bad first half. Not a bad first half. It's weird because the weather. Things are a little. We're gaining steam, but the best part of this first half, defense. Defense. Browns defense has been as promised. Sacks, pressures, coverage. That is what Jim Schwartz can do for your defense. And you've seen it. Oh, look at that, Barry.
It's incredible how perception can change very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
For 28 minutes of that first half, and this is, I'm not trying to be mean here, 28 minutes of the first half, Deshaun Watson was one of the worst players on the field. He was.
Yeah.
He had 4 balls, 2 of them deep balls, 2 of them wide open, kind of intermediate routes that he left way short.
Short and low.
We're starting to freak out. We're starting to wonder, what's the deal? This is the $230 million guy. Is this the guy that was an MVP candidate 3 years ago? What's going on? And that final drive, he gets knocked down. We're a little worried. Oh, my God, what's going on? He slams his head on the turf, and then all of a sudden comes out, banger to Amari Cooper on the sideline, and that beautiful pass to Donovan Peoples-Jones, and then the design run that gets him in the end zone. And all of a sudden, that's what the Browns had in mind when they offered this guy $230 million guaranteed, was that.
Absolutely. And that's when you have Deshaun Watson making passes like that, and you have moments – Elijah Moore, handoff to Elijah Moore, that versatility. That's what the offense is supposed to look like. It took a little bit, and that's kind of what I expected. I think a lot of Browns fans probably should have expected that, right? The offense would be the one to take a little time to get gelling. The defense was going to come out strong, and that's exactly what happened. And good news, special teams, made field goal.
Special teams.
Yes.
We're going to get – first I want to say Nick Chubb has been spectacular.
As he is.
94 total yards. Didn't I say it? Actually, a little less than 94, 78 total yards. I said Nick Chubb was going to have more catches this season than he has had in his entire career combined. He's already got 4 for 21 in the first half. But we got to talk about this guy. Jim Schwartz's defense. This is what we expected. We said it could be a top 5 defense. This is without Juan Thornhill. Yes, it's wet. Yes, Joe Burrow did not have a training camp or preseason. The Browns defense looks spectacular.
Absolutely. They're sacking Joe Burrow. He's 6 for 14, held in 36 passing yards. That's the kind of defense that you need to win games. That's what they were missing last year. And the thing is with this, with Jim Schwartz, he said Jim Schwartz for president, what's different? A lot of the players, obviously, but the buy-in. These players have bought into Jim Schwartz from day one. They didn't even need to see what he was going to be able to do on the field because he's a proven track record, and what he was doing in practice and the way that he has pitched his defense to these guys made them excited. They have been bought in from day one of him being here. So this, not a surprise to me that they're coming out here because they want to play hard for Jim Schwartz.
No, Hanford's going to love that. Although if you watch Brown's countdown this morning, Hanford and Brownie buried the hatchet a little bit. They made up a little bit. I was going to tweet Schwartz and Ventrone 2024, more of like a running mates type thing, but I think people might have gotten the wrong idea. Like I wanted Schwartz to be the head coach.
Barry says that.
Bubba Ventrone. How good has Corey Bojorquez been today?
Oh yeah,
he's been spectacular, and
enjoy the rest of the game.
And a field goal that went through the uprights. There was a point where I had to ask somebody, how much is that worth? It's been so long.
It's been so long. Bubba Ventrone is a very good leader for these guys because he's a past player. He's got his Browns roots, and he's relatable. He's a relatable guy. He makes them, and he told them, especially these young guys, these rookies that are out here in the coverage. That's where you can see some improvement this year, is in the punt and the kick coverage. You got guys out there playing with their hair on fire.
The coverage unit has been very good today
because they know that this is their moment. The message has been delivered to them that this is how you make a name for yourself. If you're a guy on the fringe, if you're a young rookie, you get more playing time. If you played well on special teams, and they're doing it so far. Charles is right. Look at that. Defense is outstanding. Yep. It is outstanding.
I think that the hope is that the defense can continue to play like this. You're probably not going to shut out Joe Burrow on the Bengals. At some point, it's going to click. Again, the guy had no training camp, right? He had that calf injury early on in training camp, like the first day or two, had no preseason snaps. He's probably going to start getting going too. The hope is that last drive is what unlocks Deshaun Watson because it was really odd to see. He missed He missed more on a deep ball. He missed
Goodwin
on a deep ball. Goodwin had 5 yards of separation,
Mhm.
and Watson left it up there. He was late on it, and he left it up there short, and then a couple of the short balls. The hope is, yes, that this kind of unlocks him. I want to go what Al says here. DeJuan Jones, baptism by fire. DeJuan Jones was probably the most outstanding player for this team in the preseason.
Yes, he was.
Right?
Yeah, no, for
Probably
sure.
the most outstanding player, one of the best rookies, one of the best players probably in the preseason in the NFL because the starters aren't playing very many games. You hate to see Conklin go down. This is a guy that's battled injuries now the last few years that he's been here in Cleveland. The good news is it seems like maybe Andrew Berry found something in DeJuan Jones down in Columbus.
And he proved that in the preseason. You kind of hope that that's all it takes, right? Is that you can gradually get him in there, but when your number's called, and DeJuan Jones has stepped up so far. It's a big test. A big test against a really tough opponent. So if he can come out like this and he's coming out strong and has no nerves, no jitters, and he's playing well, you did find a good one.
Control the clock, yes. You don't want to get to the point where you are taking your foot off the gas pedal and trying to run the clock too early.
Yeah.
But the Browns get the football. The best thing they can do for themselves is put together a long drive that ends in points. 7, 3, whatever. Put together a long drive.
Get
take
points on
time
the
off that
board.
clock, get points on the board.
Absolutely.
And defense, keep it rolling.
Chuck, this is it. I think everyone, more.
I want to see it too.
Everyone wants to see more and more.
There.
But that's the beauty of, like, if this offense operates the way that it really can at its strength, you're going to see him sporadically because you have so many different weapons. And even when he's out there, maybe he's not the target, maybe he is. He opens up that offense so much by allowing him to be a slot guy, to be given the ball out of the backfield, to be a deep route guy. That he has that potential. So anytime you see him out there, even if he's not getting the ball, it's just good to see him out there on the field.
And
be happy that he's there.
And how about Deshaun Watson laying a block for Elijah Moore when Moore reversed field?
That's teamwork.
You like to see it.
Like
so
to
let's
see
see
it.
Watson get a little more efficient in the pass game in the second half, continue to run the football well, and that defense, man.
It's
Keep bringing the pressure.
real deal.
We've been asking for pressure out of this defense for 2 years. Joe Woods, not known for that. It seems like this team defensively is going to reach its potential with Jim Schwartz. We hope. Continue to bring the pressure.
Absolutely. And you see it. You see the excitement. I don't think it's going to slow down because those guys are fired up. They're getting chippy out there.
And,
they're riled up.
And the pressure is not coming from 95 yet.
No.
95 is not getting to Burrow yet.
No.
It's the other guys.
It's everybody else.
So you see Myles Garrett get loose. This could be interesting.
Could be interesting. Browns up 10-0 over the Bengals. First half. We got another half to go. Welcome back to Browns Halftime Live. We'll see you again next week.